Hello, everybody. It is I, the Nomad, coming to you once again from the wastelands of the internet. And I've come to talk about a certain individual who has probably had his life defining moment at the young, tender age of 17/18 years old, and is now living the rest of his miserable little life with that one defining moment in an effort to make sure that that is the only glory he ever achieves in life. Now, who could I possibly be talking about? Well, it's this piece of human debris. And I realize that some of you would probably say that I'm being a bit harsh. Really, I'm being harsh. This silver spooned individual, okay, who's had his whole life before him living the life of Riley, where everyone applauds him and gives and congratulates him and talks about how a wonderful individual he is. He has never faced adversity in his entire life. Yes, I am talking about the self-described. I care because I was in Parkland and I saw the shooter, Mr. David Hogg. Mr. It's all about me. Mr. He has all the answers. If only they would have listened to the anti-gun rhetoric of my wonderful people before in this capitalist evil productive society. He's scum, folks. He's scum. And these are the people that are truly, truly dangerous, all right? And they are communists. Don't let his background fool you. This guy's the son of a former FBI agent. This guy wants to bitch and moan about what happened in Parkland even to this day and absolutely has nothing to say about the fact that his father and the group that his father used to work for were perfectly fine with what happened there. They could have been there to prevent what happened there. But instead, no. You see? Not him. No, it's never about him. It's never about him, supposedly, even though he makes it all about himself. He talks about, you don't understand with the Second Amendment. You don't have the right to guns. Okay, let's talk about this for a moment, folks. Because this piece of flotsam, all right, came out with this wonderful tabloid nose right here. David Hogg says the Second Amendment is intentionally misinterpreted to protect individual rights. Gun control activist David Hogg revived a previously debunked Second Amendment claim that the Founding Fathers never intended to protect an individual's rights to own a gun. Hogg wrote a Twitter thread on Sunday insisting that historians and law professors have informed him that the law was intentionally misinterpreted away from its intention to protect state militias. Well, you know what, Dave? Let's take a look at what it actually says. Instead of talking to your quote-unquote little Marxist professors, all right, and your Marxist historians who have hated this country just like you do, just like you've learned to hate and spit on everything in this nation. Well, let's take a look at what it says. This is the Second Amendment, folks. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I think it's pretty clear. It's not talking about militias there. It's talking about individual rights. But Davy Boy here is going to try and tell you, oh, no, that's not what the meaning of people is. This is the kind of sophistry and why these clowns are so friggin' dangerous. Why? Well, let's take a look at the First Amendment and do a little comparison. Shall we? Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of a religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people, all right, peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Do you start to see the problem? Did it say individual there? Bozo? Bozo the clown? I want to know, you said that these professors are telling you this. Put these professors out there. Put these historians out there. Put these law professors, all right, and their names, David, the ones you've assured us, have assured you, little child, little man-child, because you can't sit up there and read the words of the Constitution yourself. You can't interpret it yourself. No, that was meant to be very, very clear. And if you ever study history, you would understand that they are talking about the individual right there. If you study the documents, it's always referencing the individual's rights. The people who are telling Hogg this, and Hogg himself, they know this. They're not honest people. They're not honest brokers of a discussion here. And what's more is they're trying to break the Constitution. This is what's dangerous about him. If you think he's going to go after the Second Amendment, but leave the First Amendment alone, you're out of your rabbit-ass mind. This guy is a danger to all of it. He doesn't care about the Constitution. The Constitution is a problem to him. And if you let these people get a microphone, all right, and shout it out to the world, and then watch how the media amplifies it, you know what side the media is on. They're not looking at freedom of the press either. People forget this, okay? People forget that during the rise of the movement in Germany prior to World War II, that the press that were placed under Joseph Goebbels eventually, the vast majority of them had absolutely no problems with stomping out their competition. Absolutely had no problem towing the party line to put out and regurgitate their garbage to control the people because they were the ones who were participating in the power share. That's how they looked at it. When John Smith down the street was taken care of and disappeared and ended up in a concentration camp, did they decry that? Of course not. You want to know why? Because they looked upon it as, well, less competitive. And that's the world David Hogg wants for every one of you. That's what he wants for the country. That's what he wants for everyone. It isn't about freedom, folks. It's not about a better life. It's about a better life for him. Nothing else. That's all I've got to say, folks. I appreciate you all listening to me. Hope you all have a good day. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye now.